our mysterious survivor has awoken.
What?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story. Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest. You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head? Yep, your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough Arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves. You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all.
Huh.
Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas. Visions? No. Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? Someone has to take care of your fever. And as it happens, I know someone who could.
Ooh, nice.
But in return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say? Then shoot. I'm eager to listen. I understand. My condolences for your loss. So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had this, what, this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
Yes, but it wasn't just a dream. It was more like a memory. The temple. I saw it. I saw it and it was exactly the same as the one in the valley. Do you know what I mean?
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience. And with it came these visions.
Correct.
Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
Ark?
The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. If you plan on staying in this land, sooner or later you'll see it with your own eyes.
Okay then, I'll help you.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Civil wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Woodsers, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open, which has never happened before. And the same goes for the Lost Ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do. The strangest thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness. Yeah, It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness. And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
I think this could be the thing that made, apparently, us kill our family, maybe?
Right, you're not from here. A magister's a kind of sage from the Holy Order, who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists. Yarrow was his name, a man who had more than 60 winners on his back.
Huh. What did he do?
He killed 15 novices and himself. According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and, well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion. You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
Blaze.
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
In other words, you're searching for his motives. How could I help you with that? I don't know anything about this Yarrow.
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Rivervale, which isn't far from here. And according to some of the other wardens, he visited this area quite often after his partner's death. So it's quite possible we could find some clues around here. Shards of his past, if you like. I've already searched most of the area, but a second pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. What do you think?
Sounds like a plan. Where should I start?
Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Rivervale and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worthwhile. Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east. Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of. I myself will have a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment. If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
If a quest objective is marked by one or more stars, they indicate the difficulty of said quest, and at the same time the level you should have for the quest. Okay, good to know. So, I'm gonna look at the map. Remove marker. Okay, so find the water. Talk to Jar's old friend. Where is the camp? Going to journal. The void. Find. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't even know where. Come on. Oh, that's healing. Fuck. Bye bye, One Fee. If you tried to ham, that was a bit too late, you know. Just a little bit too late. Alright, so Oh god, everything looks amazing. And the music. Should I go down here? There's a campsite down there? No? I don't think so. I'm not gonna go down there, I'm gonna go over this way. And see what I can do. Why are you looking at the fucking wolf? I just killed it, I know. Fucking hell. Alright. Oh damn, lookout. Discovered. Oh, this is the camp. I could be far away, fucking hell. You're a bandit, you're the piece of shit, fucking hell. Okay, iron gauntlets, old arrows, vagrant, longbow, no. Okay, so I am guessing old robes, light armor, vagrant is also light armor. It's just heavier, really. So I'm just not gonna use it, I'm gonna sell it later. The potions and Ambrosia. I don't need Ambrosia right now. Health potion. Cheap poison. Oh god, fever 5%. Mana rancid. The potions are the things that gives me a hell of a. Oh, I would need all these. Carbos. They stripped him naked. Badge of apothecary. Iron sword. Rest in peace, friend. Even though he didn't like me. Finn! Where's Finn? Where's Finn's body? Oh my god, Finn. Rest in peace, friend. I'm just gonna... I should be able to take these. Oops. Oh my god, yeah, okay. This is kinda depressing in a way. Walking across the bodies of your old pals. I'm just gonna wear the badge. Let's see if that affects anything. Bastards. What the hell? There were coins in the water. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, whoa. Is this Rivervale or whatever they called it? Something has detected me. Oh, it's a crab. Fucking hell. The river crab. No need to use magic. I'm gonna try and be defensive of my magic powers, like not use them too much. If it now fucks me over, I mean, like. Maybe people shouldn't know that I'm a mage. You know? Oh, oh god, it's a grave. Got a skull. Bit of soul gem. Absorption rank 1. I already have this, I think, so I don't need it. But there was a skill book, right? There we go. Apprentice, skill level 25. Oh, okay. So it helps, basically helps me to up to a certain point, because then I'm not really a light magician, or I'm higher than a light. I'm not an apprentice anymore, so to speak. How do I get up there? Wait, I'm supposed to go. This is the resting place. I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, I'm supposed to go this way. But how do I get through? Like, what? In this area. Remove marker. And then the water. Need to get up there, I guess. Oh no, wait. I think there has to be a way around it. Like I can pass over here, on this side, right? Like, there must be a way. Can't be that difficult. Or I just go back up there. I don't like water, so this is. No way! I think because he said like you could go back down there. Maybe. Oh wait, no. Maybe I just don't need to go this way. I can go another way to get around it. Right? Yeah, because now I'm going this way, I can just go around it. I would like them to have the roads. It makes some stuff way easier to maneuver around. Hello, Jesper. Okay, he doesn't even want to talk to me now. Could skip like a hell of a long way. Yeah. This is the way to go. But guys, this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!